Hello. In this video, let us discuss a good question based on time, speed and distance. So the question is, three cars leave A for B in equal time intervals. They reach B simultaneously and then they leave for a point C which is 240 km away from B. The first car arrives at C an hour after the second car. The third car, having reached C, immediately turns back and heads towards B. The first and the third car meet at a point that is 80 km away from C. The question is, what is the difference between the speed of the first, second, and the third car? Okay, so basically we need to find the speed of these cars, and we can easily tell the answer, right? Now let us break this question into parts. So we have three cars. They are moving from A and they are moving towards B. Fine. The distance is not known to us. Let us assume that the speed of first car be x, that of second car be y, and that of third car be z kilometer per hour. Fine. And they are living in equal time intervals, after equal time intervals. So suppose car x took, the car moving with the speed x took t hours. Now this is time. Okay. So t hours in covering this distance. And let us assume that this car, second car, started a hours after the first car. So it must have covered the same distance in t minus a hours. And the third car started a hours after the second car. So third car must have covered this distance is t minus 2 a hours. But since this distance is constant, this AB distance is constant. So this speed into time will give us distance. So the distance covered by first card is xt, that covered by second card is y into t minus a, and that covered by third card is z into t minus 2a. And all these three values represent the distance AB. So these three values must be equal. So we can say that xt must be equal to y into t minus a, which further must be equal to z into t minus 2a. So this is our first equation. Now further, let's try to solve this question. क्या कह रहा है question एक बार देखते हैं. They reach B simultaneously. B पे तीनों साथ में पहुंचते हैं. Then they leave for point C, which is 240 km away from point B. So they move toward point C, which is 240 kilometers from point B. Fine, यहाँ तक ठीक है. Okay, the first car arrives at C an hour after the second car. यहाँ पर हम लोग चाहते हैं फर्स्ट कार की स्पीड कितनी है x. तो टाइम टेकन बाय फर्स्ट कार इज 240 by x. This is the time, distance upon speed, and this time is 1 hour more than the time taken by second car, and the second car, the speed of second car is y. So time taken by second car must be distance upon speed. तो जो कार फर्स्ट को टाइम लगता है that is 1 hour more than the time taken by car 2. So we have one more equation as this. Further, the first and the third car meet. अच्छा, उससे पहले the third car having reached C immediately turns back. So what happens is third car जो है वो C तक पहुंच गई है और वो वापस रिटर्न आ रही है, और यहाँ रिटर्न आते वक्त वो फर्स्ट कार से मिलती है एट डिस्टेंस ऑफ 80 किलोमीटर फ्रॉम सी. तो ऐसा करने में जो फर्स्ट कार है उन्होंने कितना डिस्टेंस कवर किया है, ओनली दिस मच, दैट इज 160 किलोमीटर ओनली. एंड द थर्ड कार हेड कवर्स 240 प्लस 80, दैट इज 320 किलोमीटर. नाउ सी, this x was the speed of first car, this z was the speed of second car. Now as we know that speed is directly proportional to distance, so the ratio of their speed must be directly proportional to the distance covered by them. So from here we can say that the ratio of speed of x to z is 1:2. Fine. So यहाँ तक हमने solve कर लिया है. Now let us try to use this value over here. Let us compare these two. Now x into t is equal to z into t minus 2a, and we can place z equal to 2x. So this is xt is equal to 2x into t minus 2a. From here we will find a relation between t and a. So this x and x gets cancelled out. So we have t is equal to 2t minus 4a, or from here we can say that t equal to 4a. फाइन. तो हमको t की वैल्यू मिल गई है इन टर्म्स ऑफ a. फाइन. और ये वैल्यू मिलती है, जैसे हम यहाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे तो x into 4a must be equal to, substitute t as 4a, will get y into 3a. Fine. यहाँ पे t की जगह if I substitute 4a, I will get 3 into y, okay, and a, and which must be further equal to z into 2a. Or let us cancel out a also. So we'll get 4x is equal to 3y, which further is equal to twice of z. Fine. Okay. So now we have one more equation over here. इसको use करते ही now we can definitely tell the answer. So from here we can have x as 3 by 4 of y. Now let us substitute this value in this particular equation. So we have 240 over x. So let us substitute the value of x as 3 by 4 of y, and this minus 240 upon y, and this must be equal to 1. Fine. So from here on solving, we'll get y as 80. When we solve this equation, we'll get y as 80. Now x is 3 by 4 of y. So 3 by 4 of 80 is 60. And z was double of x, sorry. So z must be 120 then. Now in the question, it was asked that what is the difference between the speed of first and the third car. So what is z minus x? Z is 120, x is 60. So the difference between the two is of 60 km per hour. So the answer is 60 km per hour. That is option A. I hope this question is clear to you. Thank you.